Hey, 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 hey! Good evening once again. Jesus, my hair is so long that has to get cut off at some point. Welcome down, welcome down. It's only been about 5 seconds and yet I'm back again for the Formula 2 fun sprint race. You're right, Hamburger? I am just not prepared for this whatsoever. It's a very spontaneous decision to cook this up. No, I don't want that one. I want that one. There you go. The short stream is going to look a bit shit because, well, there's nothing to really show. I mean, put the laps up, but that's all we can really do. I've got this, but it doesn't really fit, as you can see. So, it doesn't really work. I guess we could do this, but that just looks so unbelievably shit. Yeah, that could work. If we sort of put that there, and then the laps in the middle, that could work. We'll leave that like that for now. But yeah, we're ready. I'm a true fan. Wonder how many DNFs for this race. I want to say like 5. I've not actually watched F2 at all since like Baku last season, so I don't really know what's going on. Do I have all my chats up? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Right, quick test. I need to pause this for a second. Oh, I've just opened my... What a knobhead. Hang on. No, I don't want my PC to explode. Hang on, wait. Streamlabs desktop. Go away. No. Go away. Nice. Okay. Test. No, not... Wait, no. That's not what I meant to do. Right. No, it's all going wrong. Let's see. Can the stream hear this? They can. Shit! Which is obviously because I have my big camera on. I was thinking I can actually watch the race, and that's obviously how I'm gonna like get my info. But it seems like for some reason, when I try and play it, you lot can hear it. There is a backup plan for this, but it's a bit of an ag, but I guess we could try it. What is that? That is a crazy advert. I am disturbed by this Skittles advert. What is that? Oh my. Yeah, alright, we get it. There's adverts. Great, no one cares. Get a life. No one cares. Okay, thanks. Oh, it's so loud. Okay, right. So, I've put it on a different browser. So maybe this could work? Hang on. So if I do that... There you go. And then... Play this. I figured it out! Quality! Alright, so now I can watch F2. I can go and watch F2, so I can actually watch the race and tell you what happens. That's basically how this is going to work. I'm just going to watch the broadcast, and I'm just going to tell you what happens, and like... the top 10, and that's basically about it, because of course there is no live timing for F2. I think there is a live timing, but I don't think I'm legally allowed to stream it like I do with the other one, so we'll have to sack that off. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually allowed to stream this, so I don't know if I want to risk it or not. Wait. Are you... I'm sure no one has the answer to this. Are you allowed to stream F2 live timing on YouTube, I guess? See, it says where to watch us, but I don't want to know where to watch you. I want to know, can I stream it back? Okay, I guess we can't do that. Tough. Alright, that's fine. Have they got a remix of the F1 theme for the F2 theme? That's kind of gas, actually. I'm back in Browning. That's nice. To be honest, I don't really know the backstories of these people. I basically just know their names and what they look like. So I'm just going to back any English driver. And that's about as far as I'm going to go with it. So Browning. I think there is one or two more English people, but I can't remember who. Is Sebastian Montoya actually Juan Pablo Montoya's relative, or is that just another Montoya? I have no idea, blood. Let us... I don't even know how many laps it is. I do have my lap counter on. I do need to remember to update it this time. Oh, sorry, Ayus. I've just completely blanked you for the last 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. That's horrible streaming bump from me. "23 laps? What? Your ball knowledge is outrageous. But yeah, I forgot that Martin Brundle's relative does the commentary on this. That's gas. I think Martin Brundle's commentary is horrible. But Alex Brundle, I really like his commentary. It's actually pretty good. Although, to be fair, Alex Jakes was just clear. He is probably the best commentator in any sport I've watched. Especially that famous Leclerc clip. That was just world class. Alright, got that sorted. I'm just moving chats and stuff so I can see things. Right, there's the lap counter. So now, change that to 23. Hey! And we're ready. You know what I might actually do quick? This might look a bit dodgy on the camera, but it has to be done. Make my chair higher. So now, in the actual frame, I should be more in the middle, right? Hey! That's a bit better. Now I'm not like, you know, down there somewhere. Like my head's barely peeking above the Oz-G. Like, let's move these out a bit. After this pre-qualifying show starts, I just won't be watching it. They are horrible. All the pre-shows, the post-shows with Will Buxton, I thought were world-class. But yeah, the pre-shows, Ted's Notebook, anything to do with, like, Sky Sports is horrible. If it's got, like... I mean, actually, to be fair, Will Buxton's buggered off now, and he's gone to IndyCar to do punditry. He's the only, like, him, Jensen Button, Nico Rosberg, David Coulthard are the only pundits I liked. And most of them aren't even up for every single race. So that's fun. Formation lap's just about to finish. It was supposed to start 3 minutes ago, so about a minute delayed. Will Buxton being in IndyCar hurts? It does. I would actually love to start watching IndyCar. You can watch it on Sky Sports, which of course is what I've got. It's just, because it's in America, most of the time, the timing is outrageous. And obviously, I don't like IndyCar very much. I don't follow it. I don't know anything about it, so... I'm not going to sit here and stay up all night to watch an IndyCar race, do you know what I mean? The only reason I'd watch it is because I really like Romain Grosjean, and he's obviously in there. Is he still in there? He might still be in there. We're about to start the race, though. I'm backing any English driver and Joshua Dirksen, because that'd be fun. F1 TV is really good. Yeah, we've had that conversation. I bet it is. I don't even have... I'm not always like I said, I'm not allowed to have the streaming part because I live... in England, but just F1 TV is class. Anyway, F2 is starting. I don't know anyone. I don't recognise the cars. There's a yellow one who's lost the lead. That's Joshua Dirksen. That's my goat. He's already in P1. So if I put out on the Ladbrokes betting, I'd probably be cooking right now. Vesco, you absolute hero. He's only gone and followed the Twitch channel. You are an absolute legend, mate. Thanks for that. And yeah, it is going to take me a few rounds of F2, probably until the third or fourth round, to actually recognise cars and drivers. Of course, there are a lot of drivers that have their cars as their junior team. So there's a couple Red Bull cars, there's a couple Williams cars, there's an Alpine car, so I need to figure out who's actually who. But Joshua Dirksen does lead. That guy, I can't pronounce his names in second still, although he did lose the lead on the opening corner. And I don't know what else is happening. Actually, I need to move my chats out the way, because I realise I'm blocking the leaderboard, which probably isn't a great thing. There's a bit of smoke going on. This is for the lead, actually. Cool, that was a bit risky. Bro was an Ollie Bearman then. That would have not been fun. I do think we saw a couple crashes for this race, though. Although, to be fair, that is expected. Why Dirksen smoking? I was about to say that. He is... Why? We already have enough! We already have enough. We've just started. I think it's one of the Alpine Juniors has sent it flying to the gravel. He's done a Bearman. We have one of the high-tech, I think that is, defending very aggressively. I don't think that's legal, but fair enough. Toyota liveried car? Kushmini went off. I like Kushmini. I don't mind him. He's back on track and he's sort of still in the mix. There's someone going for an overtake. I realise this stream is going to be me saying, oh, someone's going for a move. I don't know who they are, basically. Right, Sky, whoever F1, can we show the leaderboard, please, so I can see who's who? Thanks, that's great. Well, I know most of these drivers, but I don't know who that 4 guy is, the guy in P2. I don't know how to pronounce his name. So, what do I call him? Fortnite. We'll call him Fortnite. Oh, hang on. Oh. I like Victor Martins. And his car's mullered. It doesn't turn anymore. And that's quite important in a car, isn't it? That's a bit cringe. Dirksen already lead by 7/10. That's really not what we want to see, really. We like... Actually, I said it just like the F1 streams. We like everyone. But I particularly like Victor Martins, Joshua Dirksen, and Luke Browning. He's my F2 GOAT, yeah. Last season, was it last season, his rookie season, or the season before, wherever it was, his rookie season was class. So this is where he picks up damage, goes around turn, whatever the corner. That's not what you want, really. So, he approaches the corner, I don't know what it is, it's just a corner, and loses the rear and bangs into the wall. Doesn't really work, and it's not really where F2 cars are meant to go. We do have a yellow. Lap 3 now. Dirksen's still leading by half a second over Fortnite. I should, just out of respect, probably learn his name. And there's a virtual safety car. You're right, SMBBP. Still don't know how we can abbreviate your name to make it a bit shorter. I think you did tell me once and I've just completely forgot. But we do have a VSC. That gives me a chance to quickly go on the F2 Twitter and actually see... What do you mean, sign in? Why? It's telling me to sign in on... Oh... Oh, I'm logged back in. Never mind, we're good. Alright. You. Hang on. Fonaroli. That's his name. I did it. Fonaroli. There you go. Done it. Fonaroli. That's how you say his name. Class. Fonaroli. Just called him by his first name, Leon. Yeah, but I think I said it yesterday. I don't like calling people by their first name unless I actually know them. But his name's Fonaroli. That's how you pronounce it. That's what Alex Brundle just said. That's how it's spelled. So, Fonaroli, there it is. Class. Oh. Alright, so Martins went 3 wide into turn 1. That got him damage, and then he lost the rear. He won the F3 championship. Fucking fair play, mate. So you don't hear anything about that. I mean, it's my job as a watch-along kind of guy to know about that. But realistically, I feel like F1 should promote it, or even F2 or something. But no, never heard of it. Dirksen has a 1 second lead. Now he's broken the DRS. Browning only 3 attempts behind Fonaroli. Isn't that just fun? And yeah, I just realised, so he drives for Invicta, and so does Roman Stanek. Last year it was Bortoletto and Miney. Cool, the F2 grid does change quite a lot, doesn't it? Fonaroli has the number 1 on his car. Oh yeah, of course, that's how that works, doesn't it? Because obviously the winner of F2 can't drive in F2 anymore, so I suppose that's why they let the F3 winner have the number 1 in F2. That makes sense. Into the far chicane, but I should learn the corner numbers as well. That's what I should do. No move happens. Rishivo Shaw right in the mix as well. How this geezer still drives in F2 is just incredible to me, because he's about 26 and it's like his 7th season. Honestly, at this point, just go and just move on. So much he achieved the term mild bowel syndrome. Nice. Crawford out? Yeah, you're correct, he is. He's just veered into the pits. I do see a lot of mechanical DNFs in F2 as well, like a lot. Oh, that's gone horribly wrong. Alright, gaps. Between P1 and 2, it's only 8 tenths now. What's his name? Fonarelli. Fonarelli? Something like that. He's back within DRS. So that's class. Then we have half a second, 1.8. So it's currently between the top 4 of who's going to win this race. F2 has a mad amount of Williams Academy drivers. I noticed that last season as well. It seemed like every other driver had a Williams livery. I mean, you have Browning, and I don't actually know any other. I think Bogdanovic might be one. I'm not too sure, though. But yeah, there is a lot. And isn't Kush Miney? He recently got signed as an Alpine reserve driver as well. And then you got Pepe Marti. Oh no, I don't think his name is Pepe. I don't know what his name is. But he's a Red Bull junior. Stanek's looking for a move on Bogdanovic. Doesn't do it because he's just spec series type shit. Wonder how Premier will get on this season, because last season they were shit. I think they still won, maybe. No, they didn't. I think Invicta won. But yeah, they were pretty shit. They're known for being, well, from what I've heard, dodgy. As in, like, they always win because they do dodgy things. That could be bollocks, though. I'm also backing Mini. He was runner-up for F3. He also did a one-off race in F2 because Behrman was doing F1 and he was pretty horrible. So I'm thinking now he's got a bit of more experience and testing and all that bollocks, so he could be quite good. Yeah, he could be quite good. 0.8 between the top 2. We have Marty and someone else scrapping. I don't know who they are. He's got a green helmet, though. Prema were bad last year and Antonelli got top 6. Did he? Fair enough. Just from my memory, which is pretty shocking, but just from my memory, Antonelli would struggle to get into the top 10, as would Behrman. Mini got a podium in Baku, did he? My memory is horrible. I can only apologise. That is bad from me. I remember him crashing in Baku. I think that's why I probably thought he did quite bad. So this is Oliver Goethe. I don't know who he is. He's going for an overtake up the inside. That's very dangerous. You don't usually get one done round there. That is brave. Is it brilliant, though? Little wheel bang. Gets pushed onto the grass. Has the inside line. That's lovely. Go on, Shan. Hey! That's clean. Well done, Oliver. Safety car? Oh. Oh. I think it might be, it's the Est guy. I forgot his name. It's Estana? Something like that? Oh, Esterson, that's the one. Max Esterson's off. Unlucky. He was last in Quali, and now he's also first to crash out. Actually, no, Martin's technically crashed out. Yeah, no, he did. He's the second one to crash out. Unlucky. We're 7 laps in now. We have had a VSC, an SC, and 3 DNFs. F2 all over. Don't try and change my mind. Gunther Steiner is the most W team principal ever. Don't fuck smash my door forever. What? What did I say about Gunther Steiner? I love Gunther Steiner. Max Exerson is the one with glasses. Weren't he, am I stupid, or was he a sim racer? I remember there being someone who was a sim racer and actually got a real-life driver. I don't think it's him, but that did happen. Does he wear glasses in the helmet? 'Cause that's impressive. The only helmet I've ever worn, which was about a couple years ago, I mean, my head is abnormally shaped. It doesn't help because I'm so fat, but it's very wide. So when I try and put a helmet on, it doesn't really work. And yeah, I tried to wear one with my glasses, and it just didn't work. So if he does, that is so impressive. And of course, this with the safety car, it means that Dirkson's efforts of breaking DRS just gets completely ruined. But that's good. It means we get closer racing for longer, type shit. I'm impressed with Dirksen, actually, because I remember last season it was him and Taylor Barnard in the F2 in the same team, the AIX, and I really wanted Barnard to do well because he was English and just seemed quite a decent bloke. And then for the first like half of the season, Dirksen was like the sergeant of F1. All of a sudden, he won a race and he got on like a podium and he just became like extremely good. 3 DNFs already? 3 DNFs indeed. And we are just under a third of the way through. And yeah, 3 DNFs. That is cold. I want to quickly look at extra. By the way, can we just like Otmar Sneezefauer? That could be my slander name because I've been sneezing a lot for the last 4 months. Otmar Sneezefauer is outrageous. Can we just put some respect on my name for the ball knowledge to remember that Max Exterson was the sim racer that got into real racing? How I've remembered that, I have no idea because it was so long ago. Although he must have not done sim racing for long, because he competed in F3 and GB3. So, or maybe he's a Max Verstappen character. He does it on the side, you know. I mean, Max does a race, wins, comes home, does a 24 hours of Belfast and wins that. Why is all the AIX just standing there? They're all just standing in a little like group at the end of the pit lane. Are they just watching a massive monitor to see how Dirksen gets on? Surely they have televisions and monitors inside their garage. Maybe they just want a bit of sun. You know, it's a lovely summer's day in Australia. I think it's summer season anyway, because obviously they have 6 months of summer, 6 months of winter, and it's usually always hot there. It's a lovely beaming sun, which is nice. Lindblad is bland. Yeah? Is he very normal? So here's the race start. Did anything else happen? Oh, someone had a really bad stinker at the back. For sure done a little Alonso. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That isn't going to work. You can't go 4 wide into turn 1 and try and pretend there isn't 3 others. That could have been a 4-way crash very easily. Very easily. Joshua Dirksen, race story. Started 2nd, now 1st. 10 out of 10 storytelling. That is unbelievable. Nobody talking about Isaac Hadjar beating all the rookies in FP1 and FP2. It is true. I mean, you say that, but Antonelli was definitely higher. Bortoletto was higher for a little while. He was ahead of Behrman and Lawson. And I'm forgetting... to be fair, Hadjar, Doohan, Bortoletto to an extent, and Antonelli are already proving that, like, it's a good decision to sign them. He really just said, hold by fuck me. That was a horrible accent. What even was that? That wasn't German or Dutch or anything. That was like fucking moron Scouse or something. I know this is F2, but we're in for a great qualifying where Sainz can get top 3. If Sainz gets top 3, I will go out after quali ends at 6:30 in the morning with only a pair of shorts on, where it's -3 and I will run up and down my street 3 times in celebration. That would be otherworldly, world class. People said Behrman will be the best rookie, and now he's crashed twice. I still think he can turn out to be the best rookie. It's just obviously not how you want to start. It's like what I was saying, it's like Antonelli. I feel like him, even all the other rookies basically, I feel like they're taking it a little bit on, not easy of course, because you can't do that, but... Hang on, is that Dirksen saying that his leg's getting cramped? Oh no, that's Dunn. Who is Dunn? I don't know who that is, but he's getting leg cramp. But yeah, I feel like all the other rookies are just taking it, not easy, but they're realising that it's practice, they don't need to give it 110. Although, to be fair, I'm saying that, Behrman's 2 crashes were really stupid mistakes. The first one, missed the apex, too much speed, went on the gravel. Second one, he just braked and dipped a wheel on the grass. He wasn't fully trying. He just did 2 very stupid mistakes. As of a Williams fan, I cried in tears of joy because of a P2 and a P6. Yeah, honestly, mate, Williams, after watching all 3 practice sessions, I don't think that's a fluke. I think Williams might be 4th or at least 6th fastest, probably 5th fastest, maybe a 4th fastest. I think they might just be quicker than Red Bull, equal just behind Mercedes and obviously behind Ferrari and McLaren. Christian Corner. Lawson is the next Ricciardo. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with that one, to be honest. Although, to be fair, Lawson is from New Zealand, not Australia. So maybe Lawson can be... I mean, is Lawson already New Zealand's best driver? Wait, no. Wait, Jack Brabham was from New Zealand, wasn't he? I think so, and he's a 3-time world champ. Lawson, I'm a fumble. I don't even know if it's Lawson at this point. I do think there is a curse with that second Red Bull seat. And it's interesting. I feel like this is my honest opinion, right? This is why I think Perez failed, Albon failed, Gasly failed, and now Lawson is currently failing. Of course, it's been 3 practice sessions, but still. I genuinely believe that Max Verstappen has such an incredibly unique driving style where he needs a car so far on the edge that no one else can handle it, and Red Bull are too arrogant to build a car slightly for someone else. So that's why I think every driver, I mean, we've seen it, Albon, Gasly, Perez before he went to Red Bull, and Lawson before he went to Red Bull have all been really, really good, especially Albon for Williams and Gasly. And you think of Perez in his Racing Point days. There is something where Verstappen's driving style is purely and solely unique to him and others can't handle it, and Red Bull won't change the second car, they'll just keep it as Verstappen's. Remember the deal? Anthony gets pole and I get 20 quid? Yeah, I've got that on my whiteboard, mate. Lawson had a battery failure while Max had a clean session. There is that as well. Lawson didn't really get a chance. He did like 1 lap and that was it. Second Red Bull seat curse. Ricciardo doesn't fail, but engine decides to give up on him. Gasly doesn't know how to drive a heavy oversteer car with so much front end, and a weak rear, the same with Albon. That's what I think it is. I mean, to be fair, Sergio Perez has, historically, the opposite driving car set up to that. He likes a more understeery car. When the car was understeery, in the early parts of 2022, he won Monaco, he should have won Saudi Arabia, he was pretty good for most of the season. They changed it, he becomes shit. Anyway, back to F2, we're back underway, it's lap 11, safety car in, no position changes, we might see a dive up the inside of turn 3. No, yes, no, no. Checo was okay in 2021, in 2022 and half of 2023 he drove better, yeah, exactly. Still not to the levels that I'm sure he would have liked, but he was okay. I mean, 2022 he was fine. Fanaroli had a bad start from P2, it looks like it. I mean, he's 7/10 behind after half a lap, so it looks like it was a pretty shit restart. But now we are looking at Montoya, who is in a Prema, I've only just noticed. Is he related to Juan Pablo? He might just have those genes. Prime Checo was 2020. The amount of times I have watched the Sakir Grand Prix and the Turkish Grand Prix, I think it was, when he got P2 on the Inters. The amount of times I've watched those two races because of how good he was. And of course, I always watch his good Red Bull races. I think of Baku 2021, Singapore 22, Monaco 22, Azerbaijan 23. Even races where he didn't win, which I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but there have been some. Really nice. Anyway, back to F2. Lap number 12. 1 second between Dirksen and I keep forgetting how you say his name. Fonarelli. I keep forgetting. He's already outside of DRS, although he is slowly creeping back within it. He's a bit in and out at the moment, you know, all over the place. And Sky Sports, F1, whoever is directing this broadcast, can we change the time gaps to interval rather than leader? Leader is just horrible. We don't like it because you have to do maths. And I left school when I was like 11. I don't know how to subtract. Checo could have had his first podium. It could have had his last podium in Baku, but Carlos ruined it. I think if he did get that podium, that would have completely changed his career. I think if he got that podium, his confidence boost would have been outrageous and he would have actually done quite well. Because he was on a bit of an uptrend. Oh, we have a spinner! We have a spinner! That is going to be Bogdanovic, I think, might have had a bit of a spin. Yeah, Bogdanovic goes round, trying to overtake Stanek, and drops all the way down to, like, P16. Not great. But yeah, I think final thing I'll say about Checo, if he got that podium, I think he would have had such a good confidence boost. He would have done really well for the remainder of the season and kept his seat. But of course, Carlos Sainz had to be a dickhead, ruin the race for both drivers, and I think because of the crash, it overshadowed his actual pace, which was really good, and that ruined him. Alright, back to F2. Lap number 13. We have a little bit of a competition between an Alpine reserve, or not reserve, junior, and a Red Bull junior. I don't know who that is. It's going to be Mini getting past... Wait, Mini's an Alpine junior. Is that even Alpine, or is that just the colour of that? No, that is Alpine. Mini's an Alpine driver. That's cool. I pray he gets a caddy seat, as do I. I feel like, I mean, it's the main reason Red Bull kept him for so long. And I feel like it would be really smart for Cadillac to get him. Not just because it will be really good for them, but also that revenue that you'll get from those Mexican sales. Ooh, it'll be outrageous. Because obviously, it's not just performance. It's from a financial point of view. The amount of money that he'll bring them through sponsors and like merchandise sale is outrageous. I think I saw something that was Perez sold more merchandise in just Mexico than Verstappen did in the whole world, or something like that. Bogdanovic is kind of good, but spins a lot. I have heard of Bogdanovic, and I did watch him in F3 a couple of years ago. It might have been the year before or year before that. But so that's a characteristic, is it? He spins a lot. But to be fair, the move he went for was batshit crazy, so it makes sense why he spun. I probably would have done the same. 2 seconds now, by the way, between Dirksen and Fonarelli. But I feel like is it Fonarelli? I think it is just Fonarelli or I give up. I need to write it down. I'll write it down and I won't forget anymore. But yeah, 2 seconds between them now. So hopefully that means Dirksen secured the dub, which would be really fun because I like him. Luke Browning's still running P3. Richard Vershaw's still P4. The top, like, 6 is still the same. But the gaps are still really close. Is it just me, but it's getting dark in Australia? I think it's... I mean, the sun has gone. The sun's fully gone now. And hang on. Luke Browning's camera is getting a bit misty. There might be some rain. I was going to say maybe it's getting a bit later in the day. But it should be. I mean, for them, it started... for them, it's 11 hours ahead. So for them, it's currently 2:45. So no. I think rain's coming. Forecast never lies. Merc domination because it's cold. Oh, we have a spinner. We have a crash. Spinner, crash. I'm not too sure. It's going to be Meg. What is that name? Yeah, I'm calling him Sammy. I know I said I won't call them off their first name basis, but I am not pronouncing that name. And he done the same thing as Bogdanovic. He just spun round on the second chicane, only this time, rather than just going back on track, he went into the gravel. That's unlucky. He also was going for an overtake as well. That's unlucky. I'm gaslighting myself. You might as well. I gaslit myself for 4 years that Checo still had it in him. So, yeah, keep doing it. I actually want to see his surname. Hang on, let me quickly go and, go back in the stream quick. Wait, I don't need that. I'm going to try and pronounce his name. Right. Magetinif? Is it Mgwetunif? Mgwetunif. I think it might be Mgwetunif, but I'm not saying that. I'm calling him Sammy. That's also just quite a cool name. Sammy's like a nice little fun nickname kind of name. I have good eyes, defo think rain's coming. I'm going to go by your word because I have some of the worst eyesight in human history. I mean, I wear glasses and I still can't see shit. I mean, my screen is about an arm's length away from my face and I still can't see very well. It's a problem. I kept gaslighting myself that Ricciardo will get a Red Bull seat or maybe a seat in F1 at a top team. I still am. I mean, obviously, his only chance is Cadillac, and that's only if they approach him with a really good offer. I think he said himself, he'll only consider coming back if he gets either a seat at a top team, or if he just misses it that much. I think he's content with himself that he isn't coming back. And also, can we just talk about how outrageous it was, the way he got dipped? Like, the way he got sacked is genuinely a crime. The fact that they were going into Singapore, everyone not knowing if he was gone or not, sort of going, yeah, I think he is, others saying, no, he's not, giving him the fastest lap, and then announcing it after the race. Why didn't they just say it before the race, and let him have, like, a final lap? You know? Outrageous. I'll always hate, racing balls for that. If Checo's still in, I'm still celebrating. Yeah. I didn't get your message at first, but I get it now. Honestly, I'd sort of be like that for Ricciardo as well. I did like Ricciardo a lot. And I'm not too bothered he's gone now, because he definitely didn't really have it in him anymore. But yeah, if he also gets a Cadillac seat, I mean, it won't happen. They'll probably... I reckon their driver lineup will be something along the lines of, like, Tsunoda and Colton Herta. But imagine a lineup of Ricciardo Checo, the retirement home, where, I mean, to be fair, Ricciardo's basically an American at this point. Like I said, the Sergio Perez market sales will be outrageous. Danny was amazing before the summer break. Red Bull turned a blind eye on Checo's underperformance and ditched Ricciardo. Pretty much, yeah. And then gave Liam Lawson the seat instead of Tsunoda. I just checked Australia weather. Rain is on the way. Ooh, a little bit of rain for Quali. Now, that's actually a bad thing, I think. Actually, no. If it's rain for, like, Q3 only, that's fine. But the reason I say rain is bad is because it means I'm going to have to stay awake longer. Because what it's going to mean is that there's a much, much higher chance of a red flag. And that, obviously, in Quali, they pause the timer, so I'm going to have to be here for longer. But the safety car's now gone. Dirksen has gone very, very early. He's basically gone when the safety car's in. Goes around the final corner. It is a fantastic restart, though. And can this itchy nose get away from me? I know I'm ill right now. Sod off. Dirksen avoiding the slipstream. Already 0.6 ahead of Funerale. I will get his name right at some point. Lap number 17. We have 7 left. Ricciardo is a heavy oversteer, though. Checo is an understeer. Those mixes are a big no. Plus, Caddy mentioned 1 seat is reserved for an American driver. Well, yeah, Ricciardo's American. Please, Behrman, don't crash. I agree. Bloody Senna, Niki Lauda, Gilles Villeneuve, any F1 god that is no longer with us looking down on us, please just don't let Behrman crash again. Let him have a good session, please. What's your thoughts on Merc after FP3? Honestly, I think dark horse for pole. I think underdog for pole position. That's my thoughts. But no, you are right what you said about Ricciardo and Checo. It wouldn't work because they have opposite driving styles. I do think my heart says Tsunoda and Checo. My brain says Colton Herta and the other IndyCar driver. I keep forgetting his name. Is his like Papu? Something? Alex Palou, I think his name is. Oh, we have a geezer in the gravel. It's going to be Miata in the Toyota car. Goes off in the gravel. He's going to lose about 4 places because of that. As a Behrman fan, I was flooding my drain with tears. Yeah. I'm a fan of everyone, like I said, but yeah, seeing Behrman crash twice is such a big shame. We need Bottas back. Alex Palou, yes, that is the man. I think it'll be him and Colton Herta driving for Cadillac, personally. That's what my brain says. My heart says Checo Bottas or Checo Tsunoda. Because, yeah, we need Bottas back. He is way too good of a driver to be cool shit, get outscored by Zhou Guanyu, and drive for Sauber. Like, yeah, he is way too good to be dumped out like that. And didn't he come out after the season as well and said, like, I didn't think Sauber would be this bad, or something like that? I wonder if, like, Ocon will say that because he joined Haas. Checo and Bottas lineup is fire. Yeah, no, that would go crazy. I just don't think it's going to happen. Because it's in 2 years' time. In 2 years, Checo will be, like, 36. Bottas will be, like, 35. So, I mean, I know we know age doesn't matter. But it's like, what would you rather have? 2 old drivers that in their recent years weren't very good. It's just a fact. Well, I mean, whether there was definitely other elements that caused it, but results, they were. Or would you rather have, like, a rookie or just some young drivers that are class? If I'm Cadillac, I'm picking them. But no, I want Checo. If I was in charge of Cadillac, I'm having Bottas and Checo in that team. Sign them, go. Pre-sign them, get it done. Bottas is the best number 2. I don't give a damn what everyone says. I think he's better than the best number 2. I think he could challenge for number 1 at most teams. He beat prime Lewis Hamilton every now and again. Not many can do that. The only thing left is Bottas saying, not bad for a number 2, right? Indeed. Montoya going for a move on Mini. Or no, he's like, no. Yeah, no, he is. He did go for a move. I also forgot to update the lap counter. My bad. I did actually realise they switched places and then they've now switched back. This Montoya geezer, he's good. I'm actually going to look at, I forgot, what's his name? Sebastian? Actually, wait, I'm going to cook. Cadillac driver lineup. Sergio Perez, Sebastian Vettel. Ew, that'd be outrageous. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, I expected it. He's got a Hispanic name, and his name's Montoya. He is the child of Juan Pablo. That's really fun. Considering Juan Pablo buggered off to, like, NASCAR after a couple years of F1, to see his son going for F1 is very nice. In your opinion, what's the best F1 driver not to be a world champion? I think Gilles Villeneuve. In more modern times, Daniel Ricciardo. Checo and Bottas needs that world champion status. Yeah, they definitely do. I think Ricciardo or Bottas in recent history is the best to not win a title. Although there are some more honourable mentions, I think. I think Juan Pablo Montoya might be one of them. I was going to say Jenson Button, man. But he is literally my favourite driver of all time. I remember 2009 quite vividly. I was 3, but I do remember it a bit. Maybe Checo? Yeah. definitely in there. Definitely in the conversation. I like it how you said, for me, it's Danny, Rick, Checo, Bottas, and just slipped Joe at the end like we wouldn't notice. Bottas should have scored points on many occasions, but Sauber being shit, fumbled hard on Lando's starts. He's speaking straight out of the language of facts at the moment. Do you actually remember last season, the first, like, 6 rounds, Sauber just couldn't do a pit stop under 5 seconds? That was an outrageous time. Didn't they actually almost beat Bottas' own record of the slowest pit stop of like 45 hours because of that thing in Monaco 2021 with the like dodgy wheel gun? Okay, Fonaroli, that is his name. Fonaroli. I'm going to write it in my notes now so I don't forget. And I'm gonna spell it like how it's said, which is Fonaroli. There it is. Not going to say it wrong anymore. Lando and Oscar will come together this year, watch. Well, to be fair, they never really had any team friction last season. There was that incident at Hungary. In my opinion, I think Lando should have just won the race. I don't think it would have made a difference in the championship because he bottled pretty much every other race. But whether it was the McLaren strategy or not, Lando was in P1. He should have just won. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather I'd love to see Lando win. He's top 3 favourite drivers of mine. I love Lando. And I don't really want to see Oscar Piastri win because I get the vibe that no one would shut up about it for years. So, Lando all the way. But actually, no. Hamilton and Leclerc all the way. Lando little Pico, you know? Sauber 1-minute pit stop isn't comparable to 2021 Monaco for Bottas. No, it's not comparable, but I'm just saying, like, there was an incident where Sauber almost beat that record. Lando and Oscar had a beef at Monza, did they? I've got like flashbacks of that, but I don't really remember. I didn't even count Hungary as Oscar's first win, neither did I. I counted Baku as his first, because although Oscar led the majority of the race, and he was the rightful winner, realistically, whether it was the strategy or not, Lando was in P1. And he let him by. So for me, he didn't win. He got given the win. But I know most other people have a different opinion. Anyway, F2. We're on the penultimate lap of the race. The reason we're not talking about F2 very much is because A, F1 right now is a bit more interesting, and B, I don't need a B because the A was too good. This race has been pretty good, but there's been no positional changes. In fact, I believe the top 10 have stayed the top 10. It actually might be like the top 12 have stayed the top 12 this entire race. Baku is officially his first win. I agree, yes. It was when Oscar sent it on Lando on lap 1 and also made them both DNFs. You are so correct. I completely forgot about that. I mean, Lando had a poor start, but Oscar did proper dive bomb him. Like, it was really bad. That's a cool little detail. I didn't even notice. On Sebastian Montoya's car, where they have, like, the nationality, he's got, like, a half. He's got half Colombia, half America. That's fun. We're approaching the final lap of the race here in Formula 2. We have Joshua Dirksen leading still by 1.6 over Fonaroli. And we are going to start the final lap in a 3, a 2, a 1, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3. There it is. Final lap of the race, locked. Also, we have an overtake. Dung has overtaken Limberland. I think it's Limberland, something like that. Let's see if anything exciting happens. Final lap of the race, a lot of pressure. There could be a little overtake battle here between Marty and Dung. Wait, Dung's a Red Bull Junior. Wait, who's that? Wait, no, who's that? Who's that? I'm so confused. Who is that? Oh, I don't know. I don't get it. Dung had leg cramps. Yeah, he did. He's had leg cramps the whole race. Who is... Wait, so that's Marty. Okay, so Dung is in the orange car. Marty's in the Red Bull Junior. And Ling is the other Red Bull Junior. Got it. Final lap then. Final sector. Dirksen is probably going to win the race. And we'll just give him a pre-round of applause great driver. He's been really good recently. Starting the new season, first race, first dub. You'll have to say it, really. That's class. I know everyone in F2. I knew everyone from last season. I already know most of these people. I just don't know, like, their backstories. And the main thing is the liveries. That's all I don't know. And that's about it. But here we go. Josh Dirksen, round the final quarter. He's the bollocks recently. I don't know what it is, but he's just started cooking. And of course, I believe he won the Abu Dhabi feature race as well. So that is technically back-to-back wins. And there he is. Fonorali finishes second. Luke Browning P3. That's fun. Richard Verschaw P4. Roman Stanek P5. Sebastian Montoya P6. We have Mini P7. Marty P8. Dung P9. And Ling, don't know his name, in P10. And then we have got Gothen, something like that, in P11. Miata P12. Villagomez P11. Boganovic P12. Cordial, I think that is, P13. Miney P14. She, don't know who that is, P15. Ben, don't know who that is, in P16. And then we have Meg, that's Sammy, in P17. Esterson P18. Crawford P19. Marty P20. The bottom four, all DNFing. I mostly watched F2 because of Bortoleto and Antonelli. I watched F2 last year because I was bored. That is the only reason. It's bored, and I like the racing. It's a bit closer than F1. Although, maybe not this season. Who knows? Bortoleto pulled a P22 to P1 at Monza. I do remember that. I didn't watch it, because I wasn't watching F2 at that point, but I remember seeing it on Twitter. World class by him. But what a great start for Dirksen. That is unreal. Isn't it? That's lovely. Well done him. Fair play. Luke Browning Team Radio. Good job, Browning. Got your first podium. Yes. That is the dimmest reaction to getting your first podium in your first race. Went, thanks, guys. That was it. Nice. You like crashes, F2 and F3 are for you. I like the odd crash. If it spices up the race a little bit, also just an exciting moment. Oh, he's gone off, but the racing is just closer. This was a bit of a one-off, but I just find that there's a lot more overtaking, there's a lot more risk factor. Mainly because it is a spec series. It's not really, there's a lot of differences, because they're a bit dodgy, but it is for the most part a spec series. So that's kind of why. But yeah, F2 is class. So that's F2 sprint race done. I'm honestly surprised I actually got up and watched it, but I did. Actual on the grind type shit. And yeah, I'm gonna end it quite quickly because I've got something I need to do for my other YouTube channel. So I'm gonna wrap things up quite quickly. I'm gonna just sack off this at this point. Go away. Alright, thanks. Right, so I will be back very, very soon, actually. Very, very soon. I'll be back in about 45, literally exactly 45 minutes from now at 10 to 5 a.m. BST. So yeah, 47 minutes. I'll be back because we have the first quali of the season in F1. Ooh, the first quali. I cannot bleeding wait. It is going to be, I've got a feeling it's going to be one of the qualifyings of the season. One of the best in a while. And we'll go from there. So yeah. Thank you everyone so much for watching my epic YouTube stream. Time to mark my timer. Bearman, don't crash please. I don't want to flood my drain again. I've got confidence in him. I think he'll do well. I think he'll come back arc, you know? So yeah. What was I going to say? I don't remember. No one cares anyway. Yeah. I'll be back in 45 minutes. See you then. And, in a bit, I guess. See you later. Bye!